Hi, my name is Lindsey Moeller. I'm a senior at BYU Idaho studying web design and development with an emphasis in development.
Hi, I'm Piedad Ficklin, and as Lindsay, I'm also a senior at BYU, Idaho. My major is web design and development with emphasis in development.
Hello, I'm Ryan Brown, and I'm also a senior at BYU, Idaho, and a web design and development major with an emphasis in web development.
Hi, I'm Jeff Davis, and I'm also a senior at BYU, Idaho, and a web design and development major with an emphasis in web development.
We're here to present our project proposal, which is for a BYU Idaho student activities calendar application, mobile application. On slide 2, we will overview all the topics to be covered in this presentation.
In this presentation, we will begin by introducing the application. We will then give an overview of the application details and how it will work. Then we'll discuss the specific details for completing this project and why we feel there's a need and how we plan to solve the need. We will then go over the outcomes of our project, the plan for completion, the budget, our team's qualifications, and necessary equipment needed. Go ahead and please proceed to slide 3.
The BYU Idaho Student Activities Program offers many on-campus events and activities for clubs, academic courses, and for the school in general. In order to keep all students aware and up to date of the many events being offered, we propose to bring all these different club, school, and group-sponsored activities together in one central location, a mobile application. Please proceed to slide 4.
The Student Activities Program at Brigham Young University, Idaho needs a way to reach more students to increase their attendance at activities. We believe creating this activities mobile application will solve this problem. This application will make it easier to promote events while allowing the department to reach more students.
Your mic.
Students would be able to get an overview of the month's activities by genre. The application will provide all necessary information for each activity, including date, time, and location, applicable fees, and any other special information attendees should be aware of. On slide 5, we discuss the decision to make a mobile application instead of a website. First, applications provide a more appealing user interface. Mobile applications also have the ability to still view cached information while offline. Applications are also popular among the college-age students. And lastly, 2/3 of Americans own a smartphone, which makes the applications easily accessible.
This graph shows the popularity of mobile applications over mobile websites among men and women. Both genders spend the majority of their time on a mobile application rather than on mobile websites. On slide 6, we've included a mock-up of what we expect the final mobile application to look like. The application will show a month's worth of activities at a time displayed as a calendar page. The functionality of the application will allow the student to browse all activities or specify a category or categories and see only those results.
The 9 categories of activities will be color-coded to differentiate them. When a specific day is selected, depending on the activity filters, all events for that day will be listed, organized by event time. Slide 7 overviews some of the details of this project. First, creating this application will allow students to share the events through social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. It will also allow students to see all events in advance, giving them more time to plan.
Through this application, the activities program will be able to send out mass communications updating students on short notice. The college experience is more than just coursework and academics. Meeting new people and experiencing new things often helps students enjoy their college experience. And the activities program offers many new and exciting things for students to try.
We expect the only incurred cost of this project to be maintenance and server space. These costs are anticipated to total less than $3,000 a year. And there will be no cost for development of the application, as our team will undertake their responsibility free of charge.
We plan to have the application fully developed by fall semester 2017. In building this mobile application, we expect an increase in student participation in campus events and activities, and for the application to gain popularity each semester. On slide 8, we discuss the existing problem and why there is a need for this mobile application for BYU Idaho. Student involvement in campus activities and events is extremely low because students are unaware of events and the student activities website that announce these events.
The website itself is lacking in that the default calendar view does not easily display more than a few events on one screen. The graphic on this slide shows the current activities website event display. The information is only organized by time and not by the organization sponsoring the event. Adding color to differentiate events would increase readability.
College is a time to grow, and getting involved in campus events is a great way to do this. This problem affects not only turnout at events, but also planning and preparation for events. This application will create a better university experience for all students. Please proceed to slide 9.
Our goal in creating this application is ultimately to increase student turnout at events by making it easier for students to find and view events and in turn to plan for them. By making a simple calendar application, this will help students be more aware of activities as well as entice them to participate by giving them easy access to the specifics like time, date, and location.
By using a color-coded button system, students can tailor the app to their liking. If they don't want to see the activity, they can simply tap the circle to turn those events off. This will remove all corresponding circles from the above calendar and only allow students to see the activities for which they're interested in. On slide 10, we'll overview the outcomes of this project.
Our 3 main outcomes for the activities calendar application are 1, to have the application implemented by the start of fall semester 2017. This is when the application will be available for download in the Google Play Store for Android devices and the Apple App Store for Apple devices. 2, we want to increase student participation in activities and events by making it easier for students to see and be aware of events, allowing them to plan for these events in their schedules. And last, we want to have all student activities groups using the application to announce and promote their events after 1 year. This way, students will have one location to find information regarding all BYU Idaho events. Please proceed to slide 11.
The image on this slide outlines phases of development for this project, along with estimated time frames and dates. To meet our proposed release date of fall 2017, we will need to begin the design phase by June 1st, 2016. On slide 12, we will detail each one of these steps. The look and layout of the application have already been determined as shown on previous slides.
The application will be built to support any size display or any orientation on any device. This will ensure a uniform viewing experience for all application users. We will first develop an interactive prototype or working example, allowing us to show our idea and direction. The application will be developed for both iOS devices as well as Android devices. This will allow a greater majority of students to access and use the application.
Because it will be developed across both platforms, we anticipate the development phase to take the longest amount of time, about 5 to 6 months. We anticipate finishing the phase in December 2016. When the build is complete, we will begin the marketing phase. We believe that the application will have better use and support from students as a free download. We will put our own time and energy into marketing across the BYU Idaho social media accounts such as Facebook and Instagram.
We will also make multiple email announcements to students informing them of the application's upcoming release. Announcements and marketing of the application will begin near the end of the development phase and continue up to 2 months after. Marketing will continue until the application is released for testing in May 2017. The second half of the development process can be found on slide 13.
When the spring 2017 semester starts, we will send out an email to new incoming freshmen asking for 100 volunteers willing to download and test our newly created mobile activities application. The only criteria the students must meet is to have an iPad, iPhone, or Android smartphone. We will send out weekly tasks to our volunteers to perform.
We will then have the student complete a short survey asking them questions regarding the task they were asked to perform. The testing phase will determine any bugs as well as how user-friendly the application is. The testing phase will continue for the duration of the semester, totaling 3 months and ending in July 2017. The last phase of development is the refining phase.
In this final phase, we'll review the feedback from the student testers and make any necessary modifications before we release it to all the students. This process usually, and we're expecting to take 2 to 3 months, which puts us on schedule for our fall semester 2017 deadline. Please proceed to slide 14 for detailed budget analysis. The 3 elements of the project we expect to require funds include the development, maintenance, and server space.
Short-term costs for this project would include the main development. However, because we are volunteering our time, these costs will not be incurred. Long-term costs will be for maintenance like bug fixes, updates, and servers. The cost of maintenance will vary depending on the frequency of updates and amount of bug fixes needed. Initially, we will update once every 3 months. After the first year, we will transition to performing only semi-annual updates. The cost for the updates will be no more than 5% of the original cost to build the application, or around $300.
Server costs are an ongoing monthly expense and depends on the number of users. For 10,000 to 20,000 users, the cost will be $100 to $200 a month using Amazon AWS. For comparative purposes, the total on campus enrollment for winter semester 2016 totaled just under 17,000. AWS is prepared for the amount of traffic we expect for this application. The benefit of hosting the data on AWS is to keep the stress off of BYU Idaho servers. The total pricing for 1 year of server space and maintenance will run approximately $1,500. Server costs can also be offset by allowing ads in the application.
We will preview all ads to be displayed in the application, ensuring they are appropriate and will not be offensive or violate the honor code. The graphic on this slide represents the total long-term costs associated with building and supporting this application. On slide 15, we detail each of our team members' experience and credentials.
Piedad will act as our lead designer in charge of ensuring a simple and user-friendly interface is implemented. She has a strong understanding of programming languages and is a stickler for details. She will ensure the application is developed with the most current technology and follows the best practices. Her attention to detail will enable us to make the final product clean and sharp.
Jeffrey will be one of 2 lead developers. He is self-taught and has a strong drive to succeed. He will oversee the code as it gets written, making sure it is following best practices and that it is functional. His extensive experience in web development has earned him expert status in many web languages. His solid understanding of programming languages will help move this project along efficiently. Please proceed to slide 16.
Ryan will be our other lead developer in charge of reviewing and testing the code. He also has experience developing custom projects and websites. He has a solid understanding of development languages, frameworks, and development environments, and excels when it comes to PHP and MySQL. Lindsey will act as project manager, as she is currently employed in that capacity. Her main responsibilities include assigning specific tasks, communicating with student activities personnel, giving updates, making sure milestones and deadlines are met, and assisting the team where needed. Please proceed to slide 7.
Each of our team members already has access to all of the programming software needed to successfully build this application, as well as a computer. We will use GitHub as our main form of collaboration and code sharing because it will allow us to save and share files without needing to email back and forth. One of the advantages of GitHub is the ability to collaborate on projects without the need to meet in person.
Each member also has Xcode, which is a free development environment provided by Apple for development of iOS applications, which includes an interface builder that will allow us to create the actual look of the interface.
For the Android application, the team has Android Studio, which is comparable to Apple's Xcode, in that it provides them with the development tools necessary to create an Android application. Android Studio also provides access to Google APIs, allowing the application to work on Android-powered devices. The final resource needed to complete this project is a server to host the application.
AWS is prepared for the amount of traffic we expect to have for this application and makes the application auto-scalable and elastic load balancing, meaning the application will scale up or down based on the demand. Please proceed to slide 18.
In conclusion, we believe that this mobile application will provide a simple way to reach students regarding campus activities and events. Our goal is to provide a positive experience using the mobile application, which will result in higher student participation in events and better communication between the activities program and students, and improvement of students' overall college experience.
By building this mobile application, we expect an increase in student participation in campus events and activities, and for the application to gain popularity each and every semester. By giving students this resource, it allows them to take advantage of these activities, and by participating, they'll grow spiritually, mentally, socially, supplementing their educational experience.